want to really clear that up because I do read the stuff in the room. And I
Okay.
think that we may have gotten on the wrong foot. So I wanted to start off by saying that. But I do
Okay.
want to hear your story
Hmm.
about what happened and why you went over in the reason. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and have the floor. Go ahead.
Okay. First I want to say I don't I have an issue with the way people are sexualizing this. Several months ago, I put out receipts that he was the sexual aggressor. His advances were always rebuffed. And I'm going to republish those receipts that if there was anything with me being flirtatious with this dude or me coming on to him sexually, that's the narrative that he put out when I would not allow him to control my platform.
Mhm.
Okay. My audience had a problem with him, first of all, because they don't like him. Okay.
Okay.
But he had an issue. He wanted to control, he didn't like the idea that I had association with Suge and that Suge was a mod on my channel. I showed a receipt where he had asked to buy Suge's wrench. Okay. And he also had an issue with Jazzy. And he kept trying to pull me into it. Okay. He was trying to pull me into his issue with Jazzy and trying to pull me into his issue with Suge. And I remained neutral and told him I didn't have anything to do with that. That was between them. And so that nobody would have the authority to block. I gave them, they all had wrenches. Okay. And so I decided, basically, I felt that he was being too pushy, that he was trying to control and dominate my platform or trying to dictate to me what I do on my platform. And I basically said I didn't want anything else to do with him. Conversations that he put out, that it came to my attention that he didn't that basically this had been going on for quite some time. And in those audio recordings, he was making threats towards my children in those audio recordings, that was still on his channel. Okay, he may have hidden them now, but I have the original recordings.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What triggered you to go over there? Now let me say this, Cookie.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen how you look, but I thought you was getting ready to go to a tearing service because you look real dressed up. You look real cogent. Your hair was to the side, and your dress was in real. I thought it was a dress, but I heard it was.
It is a dress. It is.
Okay.
And I'll actually once I send it to the dry cleaners, I'll take a picture in it.
Okay,
and you all will see.
People talking about it was a robe. I know church dresses or something that look dressy when I see it. So you went over that. Now I'm gonna tell you, it was looking really good. Now I'm like, oh, she looking good because Ring cameras don't get everybody in their best light. So you were really looking good over there. And so what possessed you to go over there to ring his doorbell? And then how did you feel when he came out? So I want that. So what brought you over there?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel when you came out? And the last question is, I heard him say, unless you want some dick. I heard that.
He came out the door and he has his recording. The reason why he did not get arrested is because I'm filming in the dark. So the audio is crystal clear, but the visual wasn't clear because it was at nighttime. That's the only reason why he was not arrested. But the audio is crystal clear. What he did when he released that audio this morning is provided the video footage of what I had crystal clear audio of. That's the only reason why he didn't get locked up.
Cookie, why did you go over there? B, how did you feel when he came out? Because Cookie, it looked like a gun in his hand. So
it was.
Looked like a gun in his hand. And what did he say to you? And those are the three things. So what brought you over to his house?
Because I didn't think that he would stop unless I thought that he would just continue. He had been threatening me and my family. Threats were we both threatened each other. Okay. It was him that started threatening my children first. And he had no reason to do that. Often my sons are in the background. They never threatened him. They never said anything about him. The only time my son said something is when he heard what he was saying on the live stream. That's when he said, stop threatening my mother.